can't stand, and what seems to happen, is that people will take these 30 days, will relatively lock in, and then the minute you hear Eid Mubarak, it's factory reset. And I'm not with that.
You don't know what's gonna happen. This might be the Ramadan that they change forever.
I'm talking to the bum who's watching this right now, who knows damn well that he hasn't fasted today.
See, this is just judgmental.
Yeah.
No, but he is a bum, and he's only a bum in the pretext of or the context of this conversation.
Okay.
Because you guys are saying full on support, and I'm saying support him, but loud.
Tell us what you think in the comments. Tell us what you think in the comments.
I think the people are gonna
And
understand.
tell us why you agree with us and not Nyce. That's what's gonna happen. Yo, did you see there was a TikTok I seen of a guy? You know how people read the Quran in their own languages, like they translate them. So technically, Patois is a language. So there was a converted Fatiha into Patois. But
Okay.
like, it was not a joke. It wasn't a joke at all. Seriously.
But like, so it's Patois. It's the Quran translated in Patois.
Patois, and there was a guy who was reading it.
So the man's basically saying, basically,
Yeah.
in the name of Allah, the most gracious, most merciful. Like
Yeah,
that?
he said no, but you're just doing an accent. Like he was saying things like he said something like Salamu Wagwan.
Salamu wa... Nah, get out of here. I want you to show me this video. You're lying. Welcome, my friends, to another episode of Sheeko Presents Switching Gears. My name is Nyce. Pretty sure you knew that already. And of course, I'm joined by my partners in crime. Actually, no, my partners in blessings. Come on.
Snap.
Come on. I got my boy AP.
Boy Bell Billings absolutely got you today though. So I gotta lie to you. It's been a tough day.
Trust. And of course, my tall legend, ATL.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ramadan Kareem.
Yeah.
That's good.
Nice. I still don't know what the reasoning is behind it.
I don't know, man. Tell us in the comments.
We gonna ask students of knowledge who actually know the stuff. Fair?
Spread the knowledge, not hate.
Facts. So, as you guys may or may not know from the attire, from the general vib, from the...
I dress like this every day. I don't know about you.
That's not true. I've seen you wear pants.
Absolutely.
So you wear pants is
I've seen you wear
weird. It's
pants.
a weird thing to say, but yeah.
You're an absolute capper, Whiskey.
As you guys could tell, hopefully you could tell, Ramadan has started. So, again, like ATL said, Ramadan Kareem to everybody. It's just the beginning. I'm not gonna lie to you. The marathon has just begun. And
they just pushed. I feel like they're trolling us. I don't know if you celebrate daylight savings wherever you are. I feel like they're trolling us because they just pushed it forward.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
yeah.
It's
On
so
day
bad.
one.
It's
I
so
know.
bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Tough.
It's so bad.
It was very tough.
So
Then we get more blessings because we're fasting longer, so it's fine.
Facts.
Yeah, it's fine.
Facts. Look at that. What is cup half? What is it? Full?
Yeah.
Love this guy.
Have you guys fasted anywhere where the timing is a little bit more difficult to fast?
When I was in Dubai, it was tough.
What did you?
Bro, I was asleep half of the day because I was like cunt because I was obviously
The
trapped
heat,
because of
all that
COVID.
stuff, yeah.
Bro, I had like 6 heat strokes in a row. It was crazy.
So let me ask you, like, what time did you break your fast and what time did you start?
I think altogether, timing wise, it was at least 15 hours.
I'm not gonna. I did a crazy one.
You did worse than that?
Yeah.
Where?
I was in Finland visiting my
Helsinki?
grandmother. Helsinki. Finland.
Helsinki kills me.
Actually, a small city called Turku and Helsinki, split between the two.
Oh my
Bro,
God.
this is the summer when the sun is most peak. So in case you guys don't know, there's a small period in Finland where the sun doesn't go down.
Why do we know that?
The sun doesn't go down, brother.
Alright.
So, I thought to say like 11:15. Suhoor is at 1:45. Do you know what Tarawih was like? And I was young, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was like 15. I said, "Yo, this is the best." Tarawih has gone by quick. But by the time you offer, and it comes to Suhoor, it's like I can't eat, fam. I just feel crazy like an hour ago.
Yeah.
You're
Crazy
ducked.
an hour ago.
You're ducked, yeah. That's
Well, we just want to say, of course, we're going to be dedicating this Ramadan series. So the next 4 episodes is just going to be us talking about it, what it means to us as Muslims, as men, what it just means in general. So stay tuned. A lot of good content. A little more wholesome, a little less vulgarity, do we like to say?
yeah.
A little less nasty takes, although this guy has one nasty one next episode, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Me?
Yeah, and then you know exactly what it is too.
Stay tuned.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
We're gonna talk about
You're
it.
a waste for even liking that.
We're gonna talk about. I'm not the one who likes it.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Anyway, see, Scott always gets me off my square because he knows how to push me. Anyway, I don't know about you guys. Me personally, I take Ramadan a lot more seriously now that I'm older. It means more to me now that I'm older,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like a reset for my brain. in a sense where I feel like my year doesn't really start. It's weird to say it, but my year doesn't really start until Ramadan starts. So I want to know, what is that feeling like for you guys? What is sort of like your mentality going into it? Because obviously we're very fresh right now.
Mm-hmm.
What's you guys' whole thing? I'll let AB go first.
Being as that it's kind of like really early right now,
Mhm.
for me it's more, Ramadan's like a reset for my iman, for me.
Mm-hmm.
And like, obviously we know this as Muslims, like, your iman goes up and it goes down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't control that. That's
Ebb and flow.
Yeah, absolutely, literally. So for me, it's like an opportunity to like, yo, how was I last year, to reflect on how I was as a Muslim, how I was as a person, and like it's an opportunity to it's a blessing making it Ramadan. So every time you make it, it's like, okay, alhamdulillah, I was chosen as one of the lucky people who get to partake in Ramadan this year, and do the best I can to be a totally different, maybe not a totally different person, but make the changes that I want to be. So it's a time to reflect and reset for me. What about you, Etienne?
I like that you said it's a blessing to make it. I get excited for Ramadan. Obviously, it's an iman reset. I like the communal aspect of it, that everyone's like trying together.
Yeah.
I kind of feel guilty right in the beginning because you said it's a blessing to make it to, and I'm like kind of always remember
people that
the people who didn't make it, you know, especially the months leading up to Ramadan.
The people that pass away.
People that pass away, like if they pass away a month or 2 or 3 months before Ramadan, I always kind of think like they almost made it to Ramadan. So I kind of take that with me and I try to go extra hard on Ramadan. Super exciting. It's super. The communal aspect, like I said, is the best, and I like the reset. I like the attempt of trying to outdo myself, trying to be better, and trying to reach higher levels of iman, try to learn more. Yeah.
That's pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie, because I also look forward to the communal aspect of Ramadan. It's like one of the most important things for me is like being around your brothers and this positive energy. So I like that.
New GPs with the mandem, you're doing different things.
Breaking fast at a new restaurant, so like they just pop it up.
Yo, where's open at 3:45?
Yeah, fam.
Parking lot pippin', bare parking lot pippin'. Watching Australians tweet from 4 days in advance. Yo, I hate that shit.
I know.
I hate that, bro. And they do it on purpose. You guys just started Ramadan? Right now they're on day 14, right now. Bro, they cheese me, pal. Cheese me.
It's nice that you asked the question, Nyce. No pun intended.
I don't know.
I want to hear your take as well.
What was the question?
Dusty, you know this is right here.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep this in. This is good. I like this.
Okay, go.
This is what the hunger does to you.
I know.
I'm
Even
just
after-
tired.
yeah.
I'm just tired.
He's
man.
going through the.
Yo, the first few
typical
days
brain
is
fog.
Tizek. The first few days.
Listen. Host Nyce and collaborator Nyce are two different people.
No, facts.
Fasting Nyce is a third different guy.
Yeah.
I'm just hungry. Allow me. You know what I mean? My blood sugar goes low. The gallon sugar can't be low. It's tough.
Yeah, facts.
But putting that to the side, what does it mean to me, and like, you know, how do I like sort of mentally lock in? I'm not gonna lie, it starts ahead of time for me, like at least 3-4 days ahead of time. I'm like,
Yeah,
you know
of course.
what? Let me get my dietary tract ready. So
Okay.
I do like a little pre-gaming.
Yeah.
Or would that be called pre-gaming?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like you just prepare yourself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on like a water fast.
I don't do that.
I can't do that.
I don't do
extreme.
that.
I go on a water fast.
Brother, that's extreme.
I tried it for the first time last year.
No soda?
No soda. And you know me. You know I love my carbonated beverages, man.
I've never not linked up with Nyce and he's had a soda. Never mind.
Listen. You guys are going to learn something. You're going to learn something about me right now. He exposed something about me that only a few people know. I don't even think Etel knows this.
He's a soda connoisseur.
I don't know. It's like every time. But you know, now that you mention it,
I always have
you
a
always
beverage.
have a
on me.
beverage.
Now it doesn't matter if the beverage is warm, hot. The beverage is always there. It's in a pocket.
40% of the time is blue.
More times. Yo, listen. Anyway,
I was going to say something very hard, but we're going to sell out.
We're revealing too much information. I don't appreciate it.
All right. Move on.
But no, for me, I mentally prepare myself, and I'm not gonna lie. I sort of love where it takes me. I like to see where every Ramadan takes me. So last year, I'm not gonna lie. Last year was like really transformative for me, in a sense where like I really locked in on like just the act of being a practicing, proper, on top of my game type of Muslim. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty of it. Less guilty of it now, but I am guilty of it. Where, you know, I can take the month, take the blessings that come with it because I made it.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody makes it. I take the blessings, I learn the lesson, and I don't always keep the lesson.
No, that's normal.
That's normal, yeah.
No,
It's human, it's human nature.
but we shouldn't normalize these things, which will delve into my next topic.
Okay.
So this is gonna sound nasty coming from me, but you know what? That's okay. You
Here we go.
They're used to it.
Listen, you need somebody who's not always gonna agree, and that guy's me.
Okay.
Now, I am a big like staunch supporter of if you're gonna lock in these 30 days, take what you learn and apply something from it.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm on that thing where I'm like, I take something and I try to keep it with me. Last year, I'm like, I was locked in on salahs, I'm locked in on tarawih, I'm locked in on bare things, and I'm gonna take it with me.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie, for the most part, I've done that. I really think for the most part, I'm proud of that for myself. What I can't stand and what seems to happen is that people will take these 30 days, will relatively lock in, and then the minute you hear Eid Mubarak, it's factory reset. And I'm not with that. Now, obviously, these two are going to disagree and they're going to hear what.
Why is it obvious? Why is it obvious?
Because I know you guys. I know who you are.
We are
We've
disagreeing.
Done, we've done
You
like
don't
60
know me
episodes
at all,
together.
dude.
We've done like 60 episodes together.
I don't get. Okay, can you specify what's factory? What do you mean Eid Mubarak and then they go back to normal?
So think about it. You had 30 days to be yourself. You had
So
30 days.
are you talking about like? Are you one of those guys? I've seen this on social media, and I've seen it the past few days too, because Ramadan started, right? And where it's like they will get kind of mad at people like the Ramadan Muslims, Ramadan Muslims, whatever,
Muslims, yeah.
and they're like, I don't know, almost like putting on
It's like
for the month. Is that what you're like?
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it's more directed towards the man because obviously that's the only thing that I can really talk about.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and talk about.
A lot of people online, obviously, because
Everybody has an opinion.
has an opinion about women, especially Muslim women. A lot of people online always kind of direct that energy towards Muslim women, but that's not what you're talking about.
That's not what I'm talking about. Listen,
Okay.
ladies, I don't give a flying.
Some people, I think that's crazy when they talk about women. Like, you're putting on the hijab for this month, but last week you were skin out.
I don't
It's like,
care
what do you
what
want
you-
them to do?
I think
What did you want? You don't want them to put on.
exactly. I think that's
No,
that's crazy.
That's an egregious
That's
statement.
so egregious.
No, but look.
But you're not talking about it.
I'm not.
Okay.
But at the same time, let's not freaking put on capes for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing that, do better. But I'm not adjusting.
But
you
isn't
to
that them doing better? Though?
No, but I'm not adjusting.
But you're not adjusting girls.
I'm not
either.
adjusting.
You're adjusting the man. Then.
I'm addressing the man.
Okay,
I think it takes away
Just-
from the aspect of what Ramadan stands for.
But yeah, but I'm saying
the way it's supposed to be is
Mm-hmm.
coming out of Ramadan, your iman might be really high.
Mm-hmm.
You might be praying all your salahs. You might be the best version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But when the year goes by, the closer you get to Ramadan, your iman may have dipped, and you may have gone back to your old ways or whatever vices you may have been dealing with. Have put their claws back into. You know what I mean? It's human. You know what I mean? Like, we can't sit here and sort of like pass judgment on somebody's struggles. Everybody's got inner demons.
I'm not necessarily judging you. It's just
No, I get what you're
like,
saying. I mean, like the grand scheme of like the whole notion of what this whole thing is going on Twitter. Every year we deal with the same thing. It's like, listen, man. Everybody is literally has their problems. They're human. Like, you can't sit there and say, oh, because this person is trying to change their ways for 30 days. You don't know what's gonna happen. This might be the Ramadan that they change forever. You know
and this might be the one where they stick to their guns, do whatever it is they do, and then go right back to the scheduled programming. And then, God forbid, they might die and not make it to the next one. So what did they really learn? I'm saying, I understand we're human beings. We are quite literally created to be imperfect. There's no such thing as a perfect human being.
The essence of being Muslim is not falling into despair too, right?
But this
you can't just be like, oh, you know what, I'm doomed. I'm doomed to
No, but
be.
who said that?
No, but that's like, if you technically give up on the idea of like, okay, let me try and be the best version of myself, best version of a Muslim that I think I can be during Ramadan, and you say, you know what, I was drinking, doing this, doing that, doing something, whatever it is that you were doing that, every human being knows what they're doing, right? Whatever their vice is. If you essentially just give up and say, okay, Ramadan's here, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing still, like, there's nothing for me. That's falling into despair.
Listen,
which is a serious side of this.
Me personally, I was one of those people. And niggas can attest to that. I was one of those people. Because I would, before a couple of years ago, I would not take the month seriously. And I never pretended. I'd be like,
what does that mean? What does that mean, not to seriously? see.
In a sense, where like, yo, I would pray. I probably wouldn't go to like Tarawih or Tahajjud a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't like really take
And
it.
because that's subjective. So people might think you didn't even care at all.
But I didn't take it as serious as I should, or I didn't take
Yeah, but you're fasting and praying?
Oh, yeah. But I mean...
Yeah, but some people don't...
But still,
they
that's
that taking
it's
it
the
seriously.
bare minimum.
I agree.
You know what I mean? It's the
Mhm.
bare
I
Some
agree.
people, some people, that's a big step though, fam.
But what I'm trying to say is we cannot normalize this as being a big step, because it's not. It's quite literally...
I don't really
like,
give people... I
think
see what you mean.
everybody's
You
journey
can't
is
act like it's the
different, yeah.
biggest deal in the world.
it's not.
But
And there's
I
some
like,
people
I
who do
like,
that.
I like to give people flowers, fam.
Mm-hmm. It might be hard, fam, being this like.
Listen, if you want to be a botanist, be a botanist, brother. That's not me. I'm here to tell you live, yo, pull up your socks. You need somebody who's going to hold you accountable.
You could do that. All these both these things could be
People
true.
like David Goggins right now. Shout out to U.S. Marine. Yo, listen.
Oh, that was Goggins, alright?
Dude,
Wallahi. Yo,
it's
fam,
crazy.
everybody's journey is different.
But again, you're
So
missing what I'm saying.
what might be the
here.
bare minimum to you?
Mm-hmm.
Every small step you take closer to Allah, you're rewarded for. Fam.
That's not the argument, fam. I'm not talking about what the Lord has told you. I'm saying me as a human being as nice.
Mhm.
I'm not the Lord. I'm not divine.
Yeah, that's true.
I see what I see. And if I see you on some fuckery, I'm gonna say it. And I'm not gonna co-sign you. I'm not gonna give you flowers for that. I won't do it.
As a brother,
Let me finish. Let me land. I'm not gonna judge you necessarily. I agree with you. I shouldn't judge you.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if you're in my home, whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl, whatever, and I see you doing something that's not good for you, I'm gonna come talk to you about it and say, yo, listen, what's
You
going
could do
on?
that.
That's totally different because
Different.
And if
as
I
a
give
brother-
and if I give you the talk
Mm-hmm.
and it goes one ear and out the other, then it's war.
no, here's the problem with that. You're my brother. You know, you're my cousin.
Mm.
Fuck. I mess with you, brother. You know what I mean? But like, it essentially comes off like. 'Cause when I read these, I get what you're saying. There's a lot of good intention in what you're saying, but it kind of comes off like you're passing judgment without knowing it, subconsciously.
Okay, well that's not okay. That's not the intention.
The intention, I get your intention, but the entire conversation about this is a bunch of people who are passing judgment on people, either looking down on them
Mhm.
based on their position, or they're in the same position and looking at them like, yo, look at these guys, I'm trying to make themselves feel better about where they are.
And I hate that.
And I don't think that's what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
but by kind of like pointing out somebody's flaws as a Muslim, I feel like it's a little bit judging them, which I think we should try and stay away from. I think we should be more welcoming. But I get what you're trying to say. You know what I mean? You don't like the aspect of like.
Well, I assume he's gonna do it the right way, where he
Yeah,
pulls aside.
yeah.
He's not calling us out.
Yeah,
No.
like right now, like I'm not. Whether you're a guy or girl, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna go out of my way to go and shame.
Mm.
None of us are preaching that. Shame is not the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And Somalis, we tend to have this tendency where we do that.
Yeah.
We shame each other. We
Pillar of our
Somalis-
culture.
As Somalis, we have no akhlaq.
And which is
just-
baffling to me. Like, so what we tend to do is that we tend to like pick and choose what hills to die in. It's really gross.
I'm saying with every culture.
I don't know. I can only
We
see. I
have
can only say what I've seen, right?
We have
Yeah,
very
true.
toxic.
I can only
culture.
say what I've seen. Like Somalis will pick and choose what hills to die on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's almost like the standard gets flipped every week. The script changes every week. So
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
us as switching gears, we're not gonna do that to you.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna tell you, hey, you're a bum. Hey, God doesn't love you, because we don't know that. I don't know how God feels about you. I don't even know how I feel about you.
I have a question for you.
And we unequivocally support you.
Do you have
Yes.
Do you have like New Year's resolutions?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I don't. Why am I lying?
Have you had New Year's resolutions?
In my life, yes, I have.
And you were like really excited and optimistic about them,
Mhm.
whether or not you succeeded them.
Mm-hmm.
And then have you ever had like that feeling when you're going to school
Mm-hmm.
and the new school year comes up
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, yo, this year is gonna be different.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna be how I was all these other times.
100%.
Every year, I thought I was gonna be the coolest kid in school.
Or like I'm just gonna like actually
I was homeschooled.
pay attention. So, people think you're being serious when you say this.
Okay, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
No, but like Ramadan is an Islamic version of that.
Mhm.
It's a Muslim.
I'm not gonna
version.
lie. That's really nasty. That you could.
No, it's
That's
a Muslim.
really
It's a Muslim
nasty.
version of.
He's trying to give you
This is an
perspective.
opportunity for
I know.
me.
It sounds nasty.
This
like-
is an opportunity for me to fix up.
Mhm.
This is an opportunity for me to be. It's like I'm allowed to be optimistic. It's a catalyst for me to turn up. If you are someone who's far from the deen,
What
or
kind of turn on?
brother,
It's a
Like,
question.
turn
we
it
have
up
the
a
phone
notch.
on. Have a normal conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Phobe nice is
Nah,
different.
oh my gosh! I wanted to shake your hand. I was outside to shake your hand range.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
That's gonna hurt your ears.
Yeah. there was it's an opportunity to be better. So there's no catalyst outside of Ramadan for a lot of people. There's no reason. There's nobody watching them. Some people just act like they're fasting. You know what I mean?
Yes, and I'm not gonna lie, that's nasty.
Yeah,
that's a separate conversation.
And that's out of fear because
they don't want to be judged.
Let's know, but in particularly, so the way Somalis are, as soon as the guy pulls out a Boston and everybody's fasting, they say, Allah, in kaar qabahan fiiriya. Two gun arka. And before you know, everybody's staring at the guy and, fam, like, let the man just eat his Boston. Like,
okay, but look.
I'm diabetic, man.
No, okay, look, time out.
You don't know the person's
journey.
journey.
Time out. First things first. Living as a person who doesn't have any, any of those things, alhamdulillah, you know what I mean? All I'm gonna say is, look, if you have things like, that people know about, like you have any medical issues or whatever, this conversation doesn't apply to you. It literally doesn't apply to you. I'm talking to the bum who's watching this right now, who knows damn well that he hasn't fasted today.
See, this is just judgmental.
Yeah.
No, but he is a bum, and he's only a bum in the pretext or the context of this conversation.
Okay.
You're not a bum, for real. You're just a bum in the context of the conversation.
Alright, good.
Like, yo, listen.
I don't agree at all.
No, watch this.
All right,
I
cool.
totally disagree with you.
Go.
Watch this.
Yeah.
I'm booking right now, actually.
Watch this.
Alright, go ahead.
So, AB, guy who doesn't fast, doesn't pray, whatever, is he a Muslim?
We are not. Who are we
Just
to say?
answer the question.
Listen, I'm answering the question. Can you give
We
me a
can't
moment?
decide.
No,
We
it's
are
not about
the
what
ones
decide.
who decide
It's
who's a
not
Muslim.
But I see what you
Yes.
mean. The Prophet ﷺ said that
So,
praying is what keeps us, what makes us different from the Gala.
Yeah,
It's quite literally
Yeah.
from the
what
disbelievers.
keeps you in the fold
Yeah,
of Islam.
yeah.
It's true. However, we are not to dictate who's a Muslim.
But then also at the same time,
I'm
although
not-
that's what the Prophet
I'm
said,
not- I'm not-
ﷺ, we
I'll-
also
I'll
can't
say-
say, therefore you're not Muslim. We can't say you are not Muslim.
Okay, but you are doing things that hinders your
Yeah.
Muslim.
Some people might consider you outside the fold.
And that is a big hindrance.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you guys forget the Prophet ﷺ, and now mind you, I read this.
I feel like
I read this before.
Yeah, go ahead.
That he didn't even pray on people when they died who didn't pray.
Mm-hmm.
Now again, I'm not a student of knowledge. I'm not gonna pretend I know everything. But once I check it with our OG, we'll tell the man them. But I'm pretty sure because that's how the story goes. Now I'm just saying, look, you're alive today. Let's spin this and put it in the right direction. You are alive today. You're going to hopefully make it. You already made it because you're here now. You made it now. What are you gonna do? How is this one gonna be different than the last one? What do you want for yourself to stick with you? I knew that I wanted to stick with my prayers. I locked in on that. That was my laser focus, and alhamdulillah, I stuck with it. What are you going to choose? What is your ultimate goal going to be? How are you going to get there? What steps are you going to take to get there? It's a lot of questions you need to ask yourself, but I'm asking it for you. I'm verbalizing it for you so you can hear it.
I feel like what you're trying to say is these people should be put in their place. They need to be advised.
Lovingly.
Yeah, lovingly to be advised privately, and we agree with you. But I think that we should give them the opportunity. We talked about this on another episode. The whole fear of trying. For a lot of people who may consider themselves far from the deen, it's hard to just randomly put on hijab. It's hard to randomly pull up to the masjid. You don't have any homies in the masjid. You might have a particular hairstyle, or you dress away, or you're known in the community as a type of person. It's like, I don't want to pull up and then people are going to see me and they might feel a way about me. But Ramadan is one of the only times where it's like no holds barred. Anyone could do whatever they want, and it's judgment. It should be judged. It's much less judgment than other times of the year.
Facts.
So it's like it takes it. We talked about fear of trying a lot before. It takes away the fear of trying. It's like I could just put on hijab this month, and hopefully I stick to it, and I get accustomed to it, and I get to try, or I get to pray with the mandam this month. I get to try to go to Tarawih. I get to try to read the Quran. A lot of people don't crack open Quran to Ramadan. Now that's crazy, I think. Anything is crazy. But like, it makes me happy when I see that, bro. And there's a lot of lessons I was told as a youth that went in one ear and came out the other, and I wasn't ready to hear. But like he said, they were all small steps. And at the time, it felt like I wasn't moving, but they were all small steps. And then something happens. It could be a life event outside of Ramadan. It could be something that happens during Ramadan. Something happens, and all those things that came out of one ear, one out of the other, it's like they all come in one time. And you start to remember, like, yo, my uncle told me this, my cousin told me this, one of the homies told me this. this happened, but it didn't affect me. This Ramadan happened. I didn't take it as serious as I should have. I didn't go to this event. I didn't go to, you know what I mean? And like, it all builds up, and then it all comes up and just bubbles to the top, and it's like, you're ready to take it seriously all of a sudden. You said you just a few Ramadans, you didn't take it seriously, you would have liked. If you talked to yourself back then, you would have came out of one year, went out the other. So I don't know. I really like when people try during Ramadan. I don't know. It gets me excited.
The key word here is what?
Try. Yeah, but you're not pressed about them trying. You're pressed about them stopping afterwards.
Well, no. To maintain it is to continue trying.
Yeah, but I like them trying because it exposes them to something they've never been exposed to.
All I'm gonna say is
Shaitan's locked up, bro. They get to change their habits. It takes 21 days to build a habit. They actually take it all on seriously. It puts them in the right direction.
All I'm saying is this. We'll put a nice little bow on it. The key word here is again
Trying.
A goal without action is what? A dream.
It's true.
Wallahi. So take the steps, put in the work, and stick with it.
And
I promise you'll like yourself on the other end of that. I promise.
I also kind of wish we celebrate people's small steps.
Small stuff. Like, I feel like you don't want to celebrate it.
Yeah.
Like there's things that are praying is bare minimum.
Yeah, I won't applaud you for that stuff.
I will applaud a guy or girl who's never done it.
Yeah.
Or barely done it.
Maybe that's the difference between us. I don't know.
No, but you gotta applaud that.
But I'm not gonna hate on him for it either. That's the difference. I won't hate.
Yeah, hating on him's crazy.
won't
Obviously.
hate
But
on
I'll
him.
applaud someone.
You gotta applaud someone, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to. You can give
If you prayed once out of the 5 salahs, and you're genuinely trying, coming from never praying in the last 5 years, that's a big step. Granted, it's not you're not fulfilling. You're doing
These people obviously don't need to be exalted and act like they move mountains.
I was gonna say some people do that though.
Yeah, but we don't need to exalt them and make move like they move mountains. But we have to give them flowers when necessary.
You can do that. I'm not a botanist. Anyway, how do you guys feel? You feel like we cover every bit of this topic?
I feel like we covered. I just don't want to give people who are trying to come to the deen any more obstacles than there already are.
So let's end it on a positive note.
No, I just it's tough, fam, because being celebrated. I think the word is so grandiose, it's so big that you're thinking we're celebrating them.
You're like,
party.
Grandiose. I like it. Continue. I know, so I like it.
This I don't like this guy.
Hey man, if Shakespeare can make up words,
this I don't like this guy.
AB can make up words.
Listen, that's
really
our neighborhood thespian. We love him.
Listen,
Continue. Grandiose.
listen.
Grandiose, man.
Google it, chooch.
Keep going, man.
Anyways, edit the word chooch out. But anyways, yeah, this guy grinds my gears, fam.
I'm inspirational for
If he keeps grinding, then switch him. Okay,
That
I'm
was
sorry.
such a shit joke, bro. That was such a shit joke. You guys are cool. Oh, I love you, fam.
crap.
Positivity.
Switching
I'm gonna
gears.
celebrate you.
Because I'm hungry, brain
Yeah.
fog.
It's okay. It's okay.
This guy's got little dots.
Anyways, I just don't want it to be like he said, an obstacle in someone's journeys. Like, fam, you have to celebrate people who are making steps that to them are like they never thought they would ever pray, or they've been in despair for so long, like they've forsaken themselves. You know what I mean? So for us to now kind of like, I understand where you're coming from because you're giving it more a basis of what you're trying to say, but there's a lot of people just making these loose-ended statements. And when
Hey, I wasn't trying to be too.
and when people say that, it's like they've already buried themselves, and now you're putting the lid on where they put themselves. You know what I mean? It's like you're affirming them. You are that way. So
Yeah,
you
like
are
they
that
typecast
human
themselves.
being.
Like everyone knows me as this guy.
That's why, like, I get the point that you're making, but I totally disagree with you.
So let's put a bow on it now.
Mhm.
I feel like we've gotten every bit out. I think what I'm doing is a textbook example of ATL says either lead with the carrot or lead with the stick.
Mm.
I'm leading with the stick. That's just who I am as a character, as a person. It's just who I am.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. There has to be.
And
room
as a
for
brother, I
grace.
think you should change that too.
Mm-hmm.
I could work on it, and I will. I think I'm good at
I think you need to be more welcoming
to what?
to people, like trying to work on themselves
Mm-hmm.
and be more accepting of their journey. In essence, that's what the whole communal aspect of Ramadan is supposed to be. Bringing people closer and not subconsciously like omitting their entire journey. Is that maybe let's work on that this time. Give them a chance,
Keep
An
them a
opportunity.
chance.
Assume best of your brothers.
I think that's a good place enough for us to leave it for this week.
Mm-hmm.
I think we had a really fruitful discussion. I think that we've talked about everything under the sun that when it comes to how we want to be perceived as Muslims, how we don't want to be just Ramadan Muslims. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I hope that we all strive to be better ones both during, after, and the next one that comes up, hopefully.
I hope that we don't judge our brothers and sisters,
Don't judge them too harshly.
and we
Yeah.
think the best of them.
Think well of them. You know? Listen, you guys are going too far in that direction,
Mhm.
and maybe
You're
I'm going
too
too
far.
far in that. So we have to meet somewhere in the middle. I'm not about full on supporting people, and I'm not gonna. I think I'm more in the middle than you guys are, actually, because you guys are saying full on support, and I'm saying yo, support them, but loud.
It's a conversation for another day, dude.
Tell us what you think in the comments. Tell us what you think in the comments,
I think the people are gonna
and
understand.
tell us why
it,
you agree with us and not Nyce. That's what's gonna happen.
and tell them why Nyce is spitting. Like you guys can't even see it. Spits in 3D, spitting. But that being said, that's our episode for today.
I actually want to leave off with one note.
Oh wow!
Can
Go ahead.
we completely delete
What?
spring roll samosas from the menu? I just want us to do better.
We'll talk about this next
Can
episode.
we
Yeah,
talk
I
about
just
this
want
next
us to leave
episode?
this.
We'll
This
talk
is
about
gonna
next
get
episode.
really nasty.
Yeah, that's too much.
No,
That's
this
deep.
is
That's a
gonna
deep
get
topic.
really
That's a
nasty.
deep topic. That's a deep topic.
Listen.
I like that though.
Yeeks, fam.
Now, okay, can we save this, please? Because this is golden. I'm gonna flambe you guys.
Oh my
It's gonna be
gosh.
great. Listen, guys.
Submit your questions.
This has been Sheeko Presents. Switching gears. Of course, we are ATL, AB, Nyce. Please go check us out on all the platforms. We're on Instagram at Switching Gears Pod. We're also on Twitter at Switching Gears Pod. We're also on TikTok, Switching Gears Podcast. Go check us out
And
on all
at
the
Sheeko
major
Sheeko.
platforms. Go check out Sheeko as well. We have a lot of stuff that we're going to be working on. I think this month is going to be a great one. It's going to be fruitful. Love, peace, soul, and we out.